Papa Pepper here, and I support the Harvey Relief Fund.
I support the Harvey Relief Fund.
I'm Despool, and I support the Harvey Relief Fund.
Hey guys, it's me, Extraordinary Pilot, and I want you to support the Steam It Harvey Relief Fund.
Every appliance, everything we had, everything that was on the bottom of the floor.
Hey guys, it's me. I'm back in Houston. I'm headed out right now to a suburb of Houston called Humble. It's actually Humble, but the H is silent. It's very close to the San Jacinto River. It's one of the places that flooded the most, and people were kind of out of the houses for at least over a week. So looks like people are allowed to get back in the neighborhood, and I'm going to be dropping off some personal protection equipment to an actual Steam It user, and also lending him a hand with cleaning and removing sheetrock and just getting some debris removed. So I'm gonna take you along for that ride. Guys, it looks like my my phone overheated as soon as I got to the neighborhood. That's that Texas heat for you, but come on, man. Look at this. Look at this. This is absolutely insane. Guys, this is 3 weeks after the flood. 3 weeks. I didn't expect it to be this bad. Mind you, I'm in Humble, Texas. That's actually spelled Humble. It's a northern suburb of Houston, and not too far from, this is the neighborhood behind Derrbrook Mall. So we're at Highway 59 in 1960. Now that it's an interstate, it's called Highway 69. But if you can, or if you will, just, I'm gonna go slow so you can see this. I spent a lot of time in this neighborhood growing up. Look at this house. Look at the piles of trash. Just to let you know, today is Tuesday, September 12th, 2017. Tuesday. Remember, this thing hit before August 29th. And this is 20 miles from the center of downtown Houston. Oh, really? Second Baptist Church is giving out signs that say Houston Strong? I bet you're selling them too, you bastards. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Should probably put some protective gear on before even stepping foot in the house. Actually, knowing this fool, I should have gone through the garage. Yeah, I'll go to the back. Guys, if you could smell it, the air smells like mildew. This entire neighborhood. Look at the water line. Look at that. You see that water line? It's crazy. Really, Brian? You're fucking paranoid. Guess I'll go Ring the front doorbell. So y'all did the demo yourself?
We did the demo ourselves. The whole first day was just getting water out and starting to pull back the paneling that was in here. One of the interesting things was right here. Now we've owned this house for 20 years. No problems. That's a live exposed wire that's been back here this entire time we didn't even know about. So when we were actually prying this back, we had power. And so this thing arced on us. Oh yeah, I peed a little. But we were pulling it back and yeah, it was just right here. It was just dangling here. So it's been a fire hazard for
a long time.
Years.
So
yeah.
what y'all do? What's it covered with, other than just
we
a?
taped it off.
Oh, okay, electrical tape.
Yeah, electrical tape. So it's fine now. But whoever we have do the wiring, that needs to be taken out. We're probably gonna have to. A lot of people are saying that all this stuff, those two, are probably gonna have to be completely rewired. We can probably just replace the outlets, but we really should. Because it's been water damage, they should be GFI'd.
The fuck? What's
which
that?
Which is basically what you have in your kitchens, where it's I guess a lot more secure and it handles voltage and water a little better. So
got some electricity.
Yeah, we lucked out. We got the first day power was on for a little bit and it shut off, and then we were in the heat. And then the other days, I think we only had half a day where we didn't have power the next day, and then we had power the rest of the time. But we did the demo ourselves. We're pulling back panel. We pulled out all the insulation. Now, well, I can show you in the camera.
That's fine. Yeah, just flash some light on it.
Well, no, I'll show you what it looked like before. I got a picture of it.
I know, but for this camera.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, let me get a camera. Okay. Well, that's what he put over it. But there was a hole there that went all the way across. And what we didn't know was it was so uniform. And where you can see, there's plants out here.
Uh-huh.
It was completely exposed to the elements. And it's always been that way. And we never knew.
So there was always a hole under there?
There was always a hole there. And we never knew because it was being blocked by the insulation and the paneling we had here. And unless you crawl in between the bushes in the house, you have never seen it.
So you think that's how the water, one of the ways it easily got in here initially?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It probably easily got in there that way. And then the washer dryer was completely turned over. It got about right here. That's about right where the water was.
What were y'all doing to dry it out?
We got a dehumidifier. We got we're just doing fans like these, and we just tackled it as fast as possible.
Do you have what's that called? The deal to check to see, because this still feels a little damp.
No, it's kind of hard to tell. The auditors are going to bring something to do that.
Okay, yeah.
And we're supposed to spray, or whoever
moisture
does the
detectors.
work
Yeah.
is supposed to spray something called kilt. And it's supposed to coat all the wood and prevent any kind of growth.
There's kilt and some stuff called shockwave. I don't know if you.
Yeah. I haven't heard shockwave. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Dude.
We broke. The toilet got messed up.
That just means I can't take a shit down here.
No stairs.
No privacy.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, man.
So
it was a trip because literally, we're probably gonna have to chunk that, but we took. Both our tables out, all of that, all the stuff that we had in here. We were actually reorganizing everything, so a lot of Christmas decorations and all that stuff, completely a waste.
Hey, why'd y'all knock down the whole thing of this wall?
Because on the exterior is where all the insulation was, and even though it only got to here, it absorbed all the way up in the insulation. So we didn't have any choice. So right there on this interior wall, there was no insulation. So
it didn't go all the way up. Yeah.
But that was originally this area right here, which was always covered. That was wet, and there was it had seeped in, and you can't really see it on this, but this entire section had bubbled out something was about to like pop out of it, like freaking alien. Yeah, it was nuts. So we had to do it all the way up because anywhere there was insulation,
The water
absorbed
crept
all
up.
the way up. Yeah. The 2x4s that were, or not 2x4s, but the pieces of wood that were going around the exterior, there was so much water and so much force, it bent the frame of the window, broke that window, cracked that one down there.
Just from the water, just...
Yeah. Dude, the water just smashed up against this place. When my parents left, it was literally, it came up so fast that it was kind of by their house, the people across the way.
The one with the RV?
Yeah, the one with the RV. It was kind of by there, and it was just kind of in the road and a little bit on their grass. And, you know, there's a slight incline here at my parents' house, and, you know, and it just comes up.
How'd they get out? Or they got out before the water?
You know, well, what it was you can kind of, we can't go out the front door. It's so swelled you can't even get in. We can't open it.
Oh, that's why I couldn't get in?
Yeah, because it's so swelled we can't even open the door. We'll never be able to close
Oh, by the way, I did get stopped by the cops coming in.
Did you? Yeah, they're stopping everybody. I got some stories for you on that. But we've had a few people that are interesting. But they looked out there to see what was going on. And within the time that my mom's like, we got to pack a bag, we need to get ready, 20 minutes later, it was at their curb. And then 10 minutes later, it's at that step right there. And my dad came in and was like, if we're going to go, we need to go right now. So they got the rest of their stuff. And my dad had got some suitcases. My mom was carrying suitcases. Just few clothes so they could actually get out. And they start walking out, and by the time they got all that stuff, it was starting to seep in the house. And they were walking that way towards Landshire because there was an emergency vehicle that was passing down Landshire to evacuate people. And so they had to walk out, and they're walking over grass, but even then it was at least knee high. And my dad's 73 years old, and he's sitting there trying to carry 2 suitcases like this over his back. Well,
Yeah.
He didn't do it for very long, so he ended up here, and eventually he's here, and everything in the suitcases even got ruined before they got to the end of the street. Because once that water touched it, it absorbed up, they got a lot heavier,
then
my dad couldn't carry them.
What happened to Toyota?
The Toyota was, oh, that's interesting. The Toyota was actually moved. The car is fine as far as we can tell. They put it up at the mall.
Smart.
And it was fine. But the day after, keeping in mind, my parents walked out at 2 a.m. in the morning. Okay? They walk out. They spend the night in the car at the mall because you can't go anywhere in the dark because you can't see the water. They end up going to a friend's house. One of the very first things they get when they get to a friend's house is a notification on Nextdoor. Macy's had contacted the HOA and said that every car that was towed and that is in their lot, they were going to tow.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, they were going to tow them. And people are like, no, they can't do that. It's the mall. No. Macy's, JCPenney's, all these anchor stores, all these big stores, they own those buildings at malls. It's not the mall's property at that point. It's Macy's or JCPenney's or Sears. And so they have certain rights over the parking lot.
So did they get them all towed?
No, because I started a friggin' social media shitstorm on them. And I put on everything I could find, getting hundreds of shares. I had a cousin who actually called Macy's corporate. And within about a couple of hours, they said they're not going to tow any vehicles.
Just the simple fact that they even thought about doing it.
The fact that we're doing it. I mean, there's a hurricane outside. People are losing their homes, and you're over here friggin' talking about a parking lot to a mall that nobody's going to because it's not friggin' open.
Nobody goes there anyways, even when it is open.
Why Macy's is so financially friggin' shaken because it's run by a bunch of unfeeling pricks.
No, it's because Trump's in their commercials. Just kidding.
It could be one.
Yeah, it could be anything.
But you know, the thing is, as you can see, pulled out all the appliances, our garbage disposal was hardwired into the power, which I don't think you're supposed to do, but it's apparently something they did
Back
years
then?
ago. Yeah, back 1978 when this house was built. But I'm really wondering about some of this stuff now, like this right here. We probably need to get rid of that. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm starting to see this stuff creeping up along the roof or along the ceiling, and I'm not sure what that is. But we've been spraying bleach, and then we just had the pest control people come in and had them spray, because I mean it's been bug city in here. And every appliance, everything we had, everything that was on the bottom floor, we had some nicer furniture that I was actually gonna we were gonna put into storage, but yeah, I mean kind of nutty. I mean, there's cabinets, different things, and then I mean everything that might have had accumulated over the years, and some of it was antique and some of it was,
It only covers so much.
it only covers so much, and from what I hear, it's only going to cover 4 walls. It's not going to cover your furniture or anything like that. Some people are saying it doesn't cover your appliances.
4 walls? What the hell is that?
I mean, you're going to basically be able to put drywall up, and then it's like you're starting all over.
That defeats the whole purpose of having. Well, maybe not. I guess we hear flood insurance and we think it covers everything.
It really doesn't. My parents both just retired, and it's heartbreaking, man, because it's like they're on their fixed income or their retirement, and now I mean we're looking at thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Hey, where are they living now?
Right now they're living in a TSA assigned thing, which is FEMA housing. The closest they could get was a hotel in Huntsville, which is I'd say about 50 miles from here, right?
Yeah, man, it's definitely about an hour and a half, because you still got to drive from here up to Conroe and then Conroe up.
Yeah, well, traffic is a nightmare. I mean, the roads haven't even really been fixed. I mean, there's still roads out there with a crap ton of water, and they're about to run out of that in about a week, and then I guess they're gonna stay with me and Melissa and the baby. It's gonna get really cramped in a 2-bedroom apartment, but
At least
it's family. We gotta do what we can. We just had siding done on the house, and so
yeah, it looks all fancy from the outside.
yeah, it looks. You couldn't even see. If you were to look at it, you'd be like, oh, it's fine, and it's just a freaking tragedy when you walk in. But I mean, you really don't know. And then I found out that, to make matters worse, the people picking this stuff up, they will only pick up from 4 feet from the curb. So unless I was like, who the fuck is that? That guy's staring at my shit. But it's a mirror. It's me.
Oh yeah, it's just us.
Never thought I'd
Actually,
look
it's
that
just
good.
you.
All right. Anyway.
So they're only picking up from 4 feet from the curb. Who's picking it up?
I have no idea. You know what? I talked to somebody. It's a contractor. And the person I talked to is the contractor supervising the contractor for FEMA.
Oh, so it's a FEMA contractor, subcontractor.
Yeah, and it's just, it doesn't make any sense. So you have a contractor of FEMA picking up. You have another contractor that's supervising the contractor picking up for FEMA. And that guy has no idea when it's going to happen. They're just given a schedule and told where to go, but it's not making any sense. It's not, if you drive down the street, it's like one house here, one house there that have had some of their stuff picked up. And it's not like they're going down the street and working the street.
Yeah.
There's one house here and then friggin' nothing. It doesn't make any sense. There's no rhyme or reason.
So what happens if some shit's not 4 feet from the curb?
They don't pick it up. They say they can't. They're trying to say that their crane won't do it. But I mean, I'm sitting there watching them. It'll go further. it'll go much further.
So would they come to a house more than once?
I'm hoping because hey, they're gonna have to make.
Have they been here?
No.
Okay.
They have not been here. They haven't made it anywhere near down this street. There's a couple houses at the end of the street where they've done it, but I mean, at the very least, and if you look at the houses they've done, they've completely demolished their yards with stuff. So I mean, I guess I should go into a landscaping business like tomorrow.
Apparently, look at that landscaping dude. And there's no lawns to cut.
I don't know what's gonna happen here.
He's like, Senor, I'm going to cut your tree. You can see that, like, as crazy as it sounds, life still has to go on. Damn. He went behind the bushes. Or she. Well, I don't know if you guys see that, but that is a school bus dropping people off in a neighborhood that feels almost like a ghost town. It's only safe to assume that they're probably just living upstairs. I've been seeing that truck coming back and forth. Let's have it. Here I am leaving Mr. Viz Change Fitness's house. And as you can see, the effects of the flooding after Hurricane Harvey has been devastating for him and his family. What I'm going to do now is stroll through the neighborhood for a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about.
I don't want to record, Debbie. What?